Hey, what's up, Galaxy Gang? Welcome back to the channel. So we're playing against Dracotail today. So it's my first time playing against Dracotail on the channel, actually. So yeah, pretty excited. Just know that tag and transmigration is so broken against this deck. It's unreal. So all right, so my opponent starts off with, he has Dracotail Lucius, Ghost Spell, Dracotail Urgula, Drolan Lockbird, and Dracotail Phimena. This hand is utterly broken, so that's all I'm gonna say. Droll, Ghost Spell, Phimena, like with two of these Dracotail cards, like this card is like a FTK. This is like FTK hand. Yeah, you can ask for more in 1 second. My hand is Dark Ruler No More, Drolan Lockbird, Tech Transmigration, Galaxy 100, Galaxy Trance. Unfortunately, I drew the Dark Ruler No More on turn 1. I drew Drolan Lockbird, which does nothing against this deck. I drew Attacking on Transmigration. Unfortunately, I drew Galaxy Trance, and my only starter is Galaxy 100. So I'm like, oh, praying that I don't get Ash. But yeah, let's go down 1. We activate Galaxy 100. We use the effect to send Photon Jumper. Photon Jumper's effect activates. Adding Galaxy Expedition. I misplayed here. I should have added Eternal Galaxy. But because I was not thinking about Droll and Lockbird. Actually, I kind of was thinking about Droll and Lockbird in a sense, because like Droll doesn't do it really much. Because like I can just go, yeah. Because like if I have if Droll and Lockbird was only an interruption, I can just use Galaxy Trance, special summon back my Photon Jumper, special summon a Galaxy Wizard from deck. Right, overlay into Galaxy Dragon. Use the effect to detach the wizard, and then send Photon Emperor to graveyard, special summon it back. Then I use Galaxy Expedition to special summon. I could probably special summon Afterglow. Yeah, special summon Afterglow. I would then link off Afterglow in the Photon Dragon and make Soul Flare. Soul Flare can then add back Afterglow, special summon the Afterglow, overlay into Photon Lord with Photon Emperor. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So that would be 2 interruptions under a Droll, but unfortunately, this dude has the Ghost Spell, and probably wouldn't have even mattered because he also had the 5-minute as well. But yeah, special summon Photon Jumper, special summon Galaxy Wizard, overlay both into Photon Dragon. I use the effect to detach to send Photon Emperor to graveyard. I use Photon Emperor's effect. He uses Ghost Spell. I set Tachyon Transmigration, and I pass turn, and I'm like, yeah, I probably just lose right now. I was thinking to myself, like, man, bro, like, if only I went into, like, Soul Flare or something. But then he kind of just crushes my dreams with my misplays because he just goes 5 minutes. So I had no chance of winning. So I just scooped. All right, so we're on the next, so we're on to game 2. I'm going to go first again. So I open 7 Tachyon, triple Tactus Talons, Photon Jumper, Swartz, and Galaxy Trance. So it's a mid-ish hand, but there's, like, 2 starters and a talent. So I can do something with this. My opponent opens a god hand. Like, he opens Ghost Spell, Dracotail Phimena, Bestial Magnuma, Nibiru, and Fuelos. Now, I bet you're like, yo, how would you lose to this hand, bro? How would you lose a game with this hand? It's crazy. So anyway, I activate Swartz, he activates Fuelos, so I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I'm still gonna wombo combo. He draws in the Dracotail Sting. I use 7 Tachyon. I reveal the Tachyon Dragon. I then add Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal. I then put back the Galaxy Trance top of the deck since there's no point in having it. I already used Swartz this turn, so I'm not going to be able to use it. I overlay both into the Shadow Dragon. I use Shadow Dragon's effect. And then, yeah, he lets that go through, right? Okay, yeah, use first effect. I add Galaxy Soldier to hand. I use Shadow... Oh yeah, I use Primal's effect, special summon itself, but add the Tachyon Transmigration to hand. I'm like, alright, cool, let's that go through. I detach both. I then special summon Tachyon, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. So now I don't lose to Nibiru. I then use Afterglow's effect, special summon a Galaxy Photon. Oh, okay, so he uses another Fuelos, unfortunately. Special summon another Photon Dragon. So I special summon Photon Dragon from deck. Now he draws 2 more cards. So he draws Malulu, and he draws Branded Fusion. Okay, so now I use Galaxy Soldier's effect to pitch the Jumper. Special summon the Galaxy Soldier. I go Chain Link 1 Soldier, Chain Link 2 Jumper. I really don't care if Jumper's effect activates this turn. I just needed Galaxy Soldier to resolve, of course. So I add Galaxy 100 and Galaxy Summoner. I then use 100, send Photon Emperor. I use the effect. He goes Ghost Spell. I'm like, alright, cool, I don't care. I then go Galaxy Summoner to target the Photon Jumper. He uses Bestial Magnemite. I'm like, alright, cool, whatever. Banishes the Photon Jumper. Then he uses Magnemite's effect. I'm like, cool, whatever. I can still do my plays. I go a Galaxy Summoner, use it on Galaxy Soldier. I overlay into the Photon Dragon. He draws 2 more cards. I use Galaxy Photon Dragon's effect. He lets that go through. Now I can add Eternal Galaxy. Now I overlay into my number 38. And yep. And he draws another 2 cards. And I activate Triple Tactics Talents to look at the hand. He then changes into Biru. I'm like, okay, I can't let that go through, so I chain Tachyon Transmigration. He tries to chain 5 mana, but my Tachyon Transmigration is a spell speed 3. So yeah, you can't use 5 mana on that. Quick effects are spell speed 2 for monsters. So he shuffles it back into the deck. What does he shuffle back? Oh wait, what? I forgot. What did he shuffle back into his deck? That's interesting. I don't know what he shuffled back. Why did he shuffle back 5 mana? I don't get it. Alright, that was interesting. I don't know why he did that. Okay, I guess he was trying to use... I don't know. I was confused there. Anyway, he draws into the Dracotail Flame. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I used talents. I used talents to put back the 5 mana. I'm bugging. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. Okay, so he draws Dracotail Flame. Alright, so he goes main standby phase. I use Eternal Galaxy. I target my Photon Dragon. Special summon my Photon Lord to the field. I use Photon Lord's effect to add another Primal. I then use Primal's effect in standby phase still to special summon itself. And then I use that effect again to add a Tachyon Transmigration. So now I still have 3 interruptions. I already saw his hand. I already know what he has. I was like, he can't. I was like unless he drew like another card, like a 5 mana or something, like he's not gonna beat me. Like I'm just gonna save the Tachyon Transmigration for the 5 mana, so it's fine. Yeah. So yeah, he goes main phase 1. All right. He uses Bestial Druid Swarm to banish my Swartz. I use Photon Lord's effect immediately because I'm like, I don't want him to summon it, try to crash into my Titanic, and then he's gonna use the effect to send a monster to the graveyard. So I'm like, I don't want that to happen. So yeah, I just want to get rid of that immediately. Okay, so then he uses Branded Fusion. I'm like, I'm immediately gonna stop that using Titanic. Then he normal summons Lucius. I'm like, cool, go ahead. He has the 5 mana. Alright, then he uses 5 mana's effect to fuse. I'm like, alright, cool, go ahead. He sends Malulu, he sends the Pan, he sends the Frelixel, and the Droll to the graveyard. I'm like, wow, like, dude, did you not read Tachyon Transmigration? Alright, then special summons the Arthalion. Okay, he uses Arthalion, Chain Link 1, targeting Ghost Spell, in Druid Swarm, and my 2 monsters on board. He then chains Malulu, Chainlink 2, Dracotail Pan, Chainlink 3, Frelixel, Chainlink 4, and then I use Tachyon Transmigration, Chainlink 5. I'm shutting all that stuff down right now. Yeah, I know, this card is insane versus Dracotail. Yeah, so all he can do is just... Yeah, okay, so he tries to Link Summon, but he already used Branded Fusion this turn, so he can't do that. It's an illegal play. Because my number 38 only negates the effect of cards, it doesn't negate the activation. So, yeah, you can't go into that, buddy. Okay. All right, so he sets 2 cards face down, passes turn. All right, so I draw a Harpy's Feather Duster. So I go standby phase, then main phase. I use Harpy's Feather Dusters immediately. He then changed Dracotail Flame to put back a card. To negate the effect, put back a card, draw 1. Ketu Dracotail's not going to do anything. I go into my Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Dragon. I try to pop his Bestial Magnemite. Alright, cool. Then I go into Cypher Blade. I try to pop his other monster. I'm like, cool. Switch Photon Lord to attack. And I know Dracotail Sting is face down, so I know that's not going to do anything to me. So I use Dracotail Sting, banishes my attack and transmigration and my Swartz. And then puts back his Dracotail Flame to draw a card. He draws Bestial Sorinir. I'm like, okay, I'm in my battle phase. I attack with Primal. I attack with Photon Lord. He tries to use Bestial Sorinir. I'm like, nah, we're not going to let that happen. And yeah, so now we're on to game 3, guys. Alright, let's see what happens next. Okay, so I start off with Galaxy Wizard, Photon Delta Wing, Southern Tachyon, Forbidden Droplet, Galaxy Soldier. So unfortunately, no good going second cards. It's tough. My opponent opens Dracotail Flame, Dracotail Phyrexial, Dracotail Malulu, Ghost Spell, and Dracotail Pan. So, you know what's crazy? Yeah, like one Imperm would have just stopped him immediately, bro. That is so tough. Like one hand trap would have stopped him immediately if it was like Imperm. But I'm just like so done with like I'm at the point, bro. I'm just like so done with like these low impact hand traps. But you know, in certain situations they do win. But against like the really good decks like Mitsurugi and other stuff, or like Yummy Mitsurugi, like Imperm's not doing nothing. Like, what are you doing, buddy? Anyway, yeah, he goes in M1, so he normal summons Malulu, uses the effect, send Phyrexial in the pan to the graveyard. Alright, I let that go through. Yeah, I have no plays. So he goes into the Arthalion. Arthalion target both monsters engraved. Then he chains Chainlink 2, Phyrexial, Chainlink 3, Pan. Yeah, so he sets the Dracotail Sting and the Ketu Dracotail. Oh no, so he puts that back. He sets the Rahu Dracotail. He uses the Ketu Dracotail to add the Dracotail 5 mana. Okay, now he activates Rahu Dracotail, sending the Urgula, and the, what else he sent? I'll send the 5 mana in his hand to the graveyard. He goes and special summons the Gulamel. So Chainlink 1 for mana, Chainlink 2 Urgula. So he can set 2 traps. So he sets the Dracotail Sting and the Dracotail Horn face down. And I'm like, because he said Sting, I already knew he already had Dracotail Flame in hand. So yeah, he uses Urgula's effect to put itself back, then add the 5 mana back to hand. Then he'll set the Dracotail Flame, pass turn. Now I draw a second Forbidden Droplet, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, can I just draw a going second card that's like actually gonna help me? But yeah. Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. So yeah, standby phase, M1. So now I use 7 attack. I use the effect to reveal Masquerade, and then I add Photon Jumper to hand, and then I was putting back the Forbidden Droplet. Now, in hindsight, I'm thinking like if maybe I should have just added the Swartz Infinity Dragon instead, because he really doesn't have like any like negates, right? I should have just added the Swartz instead. That was bad on my part. Yeah, in hindsight, I should have added Swartz, and Swartz would have put up so much pressure on him. Yeah, that was a bad misplay. What a special summon did. What he had tried to do. Maybe chain Dracotail Sting, then train Gulamel to pop a monster. Or use Malulu. But, he still had Dracotail Flame, so I can't use Forbidden Droplet. It's a tough one. It's a very tough situation. But, yeah. That was a misplay there. So I go Photon Delta Wing, normal summon it. He uses Dracotail Horn to put my Delta Wing back. Oh, I accidentally put it to my deck. It should be back in my hand. Okay. So he draws Fallen to Albaz. Alright. So I use Galaxy Soldier's effect to pitch the Photon Jumper to special summon the Galaxy Soldier. Jumper 1, Soldier 2. I add Tachyon Primal, and I add Galaxy Expedition. I use Expedition, he chains the Flame. I chain Forbidden Droplet to send the Expedition to the graveyard. and I also send a Photon Delta Wing from my hand to the graveyard. So, also in this scenario, I think I should have just pitched the Galaxy Wizard in my hand to the graveyard in this scenario, because if this goes through, I go Photon Emperor. He still has the 5 mana that can bounce cards, but I'll still be able to do a double normal summon this turn, especially summon another level 4 to the field. But yeah, it was a tough play. There's really not much that I can add off a Galaxy Soldier too that's actually good. Not a good extender, so it's unfortunate. So he changed the Dracotail Sting, targeting my Expedition and my Photon Jumper, and then he changed the Gulamel to pop my Soldier. Draws into Ash. Damn, I really had no chance of winning, huh? Especially on an Emperor, but then he it's like, because of Expedition, my level 5 left the field, so it's probably not like, so like my Galaxy Soldier can't resolve. And I think that's true. I'm not too sure, but I'm like, I don't really have a chance at winning, honestly. Yeah. Unfortunately, I drew evenly matched next, you know. So, what are you gonna do? But yeah, that's it for the duel. I could have played better. I could have also build my deck a little bit better. I'll look back into adding like low impact hand traps in here. I'm not too sure that's the way to go, but with all that said, you know, that's it for today's video, and peace.